take you through grade 6 work, which is the most important and the most crucial for these candidates, and these are the most questions which are set in our exams. And the most preferably, I want us to consider these shapes on the whiteboard. So I'll be using this first example, the second example. From there, as a student or as a pupil or as a candidate, you will go and try them and familiarize yourself with such kind of these questions. So I begin with the first one. This one is mathematics grade 6. Mathematics. This one is grade 6. Grade 6. So I want us to begin with the first shape, whereby we have been given our area, and this is a square, and a square has equal sides, and a square must be shown like that, like that. When we have these sides like this one means this one is parallel to this one is parallel to this one, and these all sides are equal. Now, I want to pay attention in this question, because we have been given the area, then we have been asked, find the perimeter. How do we find the perimeter? We know perimeter is adding all round. It can be a service, adding all round a service. So like adding this side, let's say this one is A, B, C, D. Let's say meters. So adding A meters plus B plus C plus D, that one will be the perimeter. Now, how do we find that one? So we say perimeter, we can say A plus B plus C plus D. But to our case, we have been given area. And this area is area of a square. So let's say, also how do we find area? Area is equals to side times side. Because this side is equal to this one, and this one is equal to this one, all sides are equal. So it will give us what we call the area. So we can say 625 meters squared is equals to S times S is equals to S squared. Do you remember when we were discussing about squares and square roots? This is the sign that we were using. When add two letters and multiply together, it gives us S squared. Very good. Now, this one, the opposite of a square is a square root. But we want to remain with S alone. So we'll say S is equals to the square root of 625 meters squared. How do we find the square root of 625? Just simple. Allow me to clean this surface so that we can use it for this calculation. So, how do we find the square root of 625? It's simple. Just use the factor tree. This is 625. Like that. We can begin with the smallest number, which you can just use our factor tree method, 625. So 625, which number can be multiplied by 625 to get 625? We can use 25 times 25 to get 25 times 5 is equals to 5, carry 2, 2 times 5 is 10, 10 plus 2 that is 12, 5 times 2 this is 10, carry 1, 2 times 2 is equals to 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So when we add, it will give you 5 to 6. The answer will be 625. So the square root of this one is equals to 25 meters S. So one side is equals to 25 meters. Hope that one is clear. Now, but this one is not what we have been asked. We have been asked, find the perimeter. Meaning that if this one is 25 meters, This one is 25 meters. This one is 25 meters. This one is 25 meters. So what do we do from there? We add. So we can use this formula. We say perimeter is equal to 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. When you add all this, 25 plus 25, this one will give you 100. This one plus this one will give you another 100. So the answer will be 200. No, this one will give you 50-50. Sorry. This one will give you 50. This one will give you 50. So the answer will be 50 plus 50. The answer will be 100 meters. The difference between area and perimeter, in the perimeter we don't write square. So the answer will be 100 meters, but the area is this one. Thank you for taking your attention to our class.